Hi there. There's a fundamental problem in our world. People and organizations do not achieve their full potential when lack of overview leads to confusion, when goals do not align, and when communication eventually breaks down. What is the damage of that? 80% are disengaged at work, 70% do not understand the company's strategy, and 35% of projects do not meet their goals. Gallup calls it the world's $7.8 trillion workplace problem. The cost of this is immense. So what is the problem? Well, the problem comes from the human challenge. Every day, everyone everywhere faces the same challenge. What should we do? How should we do it? And why are we doing it? That's the golden circle from Simon Sinek. How we answer these questions decides everything. But there's only 5 methods out there on how we deal with these questions. We just either memorize what needs to be done, we write them up in lists, we draw mind maps, maybe some draw Gantt charts, and others use Kanban boards. That's a surprisingly small number of methods to solve this central human challenge. So is it really everyone? Well, let's put it into perspective. If we have 8 billion people, maybe 5 billion work. It's fair to assume that at least 1 billion manage other people or things in some way. So we have like 1 billion managers. What do? Well, 900 million just memorize what needs to be done. Or they write lists with pen and paper. Only about 100 million use software. Well, what software do they use? Well, there's a red ocean of solutions out there like Trello, Monday.com, Rike, ClickUp, you name it, 20 solutions maybe it's 30. And then 50% of users would just use Excel or Google Spreadsheets because it's so easy and flexible to use. What do they use it for? Well, those 5 methods. They manage lists, they draw mind maps, they draw Gantt charts, and they use Kanban boards. Excel is mostly used for managing lists. 5 methods for the most central human challenge. Well, maybe that's enough. Well, it wasn't for us. When we were looking for a better way to prioritize things, to look at a challenge holistically, those 5 methods didn't cut it. What are they good at? Well, memorizing is super usable. Mind maps are good for creating an overview. Lists kind of fall in the middle. The Gantt chart is the best way to visualize a timeline, and Kanban boards made things more tactile. It's just more gratifying to have a card and move it from the to-do column into the done column. All the other solutions are more abstract in that regard. But if it comes to criteria that are about setting goals, like goal focus, visualizing progress, visualizing priorities, and working together as a team, the existing solutions didn't cut it for us. And that's why we've designed Goalscape. And it turns out, Goalscape's also doing well in the other areas. It's very usable, creates a great overview. When it comes to timelines, Gantt charts still win. That's why we're integrating one. But Goalscape's also really tactile. You can drag goals back and forth, readjust them. They have a location, they have a weight, they have a visual progress status. That makes it really tactile. So we think Goalscape is the missing 6th method. So check it out for yourself. Here's a little how-to video and how it works.
In a Goalscape, the main goal sits in the center, surrounded by the sub-goals required to achieve it. Goalscape displays progress as darker shading, filling up the goal slice from the outside in, towards the main goal at the center. The amount of shading represents the percentage complete for that goal. Goalscape shows the relative importance of each goal directly and intuitively. The size of each goal represents its importance, or in other words, its contribution to its parent. To adjust the importance of a goal, select it and drag the button on its outer border, or use the importance slider in its panel. Increasing the importance of one goal reduces the importance of all its neighbors, and vice versa. In this way, Goalscape serves as a friendly reminder that resources are limited and precious. And here are some navigation tips. To center a goal, double-click on it or select the corresponding option from the context menu. When you center a sub-goal, a miniature of the main Goalscape appears, highlighting the goal you centered. You can jump straight back to the main Goalscape view by double-clicking on the miniature or right-clicking on any goal and selecting Center on Main Goal. To go up just one level at a time, double-click the central goal. To reduce the amount of detail displayed and increase the clarity of your goal map, you can collapse some outer levels using the arrows at top right of the goal map. You can start a new Goalscape from the home screen using either the Create button at the top of the screen or the plus button at the bottom right. The default Goalscape has a central main goal and 3 level 1 sub-goals. You can change the name of the goals and add new ones at any level to create the visual hierarchy of goals that represents your challenge. Every goal has an information panel on the right-hand side of the screen where you can define and update information like progress made, relative importances, color, a due date, who is responsible, tags for additional categorizations, and notes that can include links, images, videos, and tables. On the top left of the screen, you can open the focus panel to filter and highlight specific goals that require attention at any given time. When you select any of the tags, the corresponding goals that contain these tags get highlighted, and a list of these goals appears below.